This is the new Freewing 64mm 4S A-10. I'm running a 4040C battery in there. I pushed it as far forward as possible. The CG is about 10 millimeters behind what's recommended in the manual. I could not hit the recommended CG in the manual, so I'm hoping this goes smooth. I removed the Ordnance for maiden flight because that's always what I do just to be safe. I've checked the rates per the manual, so this is my high rate on the roll. This is my high rate on elevator, and then rudder. It matches what the manual shows, so I'm hoping it's going to be an okay flight. I do have dual rate set up, so I can go significantly lower if I find it too twitchy. That being said, I think that's about everything. I do not have reverse thrust plugged in. I'm using a Lemon 7-channel receiver/gyro unit, and because of the limitations on ports, right now I don't have it plugged in because I want my gyro to be able to turn off if needed. All right, with all that hubbub, let's get her in the air. She definitely rolls quite a bit. So I'm going to take off without flaps, which is what I usually do. Okay, so give a quick prayer to the airplane gods and hope that things work well. Taking off right to left, maiden flight. There she goes. Definitely nose heavy, or at least it's pulling down a lot. I need a lot of back trim. So, let's see, let go. Come in low here. We'll keep the plane a little bit closer.
Probably should have done that for the phone.
So I've been flying for about a minute and a half. I'm going to fly for about 3 minutes just to check the battery. Really hard to see that plane with the backdrop there,
I was just getting ready to say that.
I'm cruising at about 55% throttle.
Oh man,
I know it loses it in the
disappeared.
trees there. Just disappears, especially on a cloudy day like today. This is that perfect European theater weather that it was designed and painted for. All right, I'm gonna get ready for landing just because that battery alarm is not stopping, and I just want to make sure I don't have any issues with the battery pooping out on me. So put the gear down, going down. There they are. I didn't check the flaps during this flight, so we'll see how that works on landing. Hopefully I don't need any elevator trim or anything like that. So let's go over here. Flaps are going down now. A little bit of a balloon, but not bad at all. Not bad at all. Throttling down quite a bit. Gonna let Earth and gravity pull me down. No throttle, or minimal throttle right now. Now I'm 0 throttle. No throttle. Oh, that was perfect. Okay. Turn. This thing rolls, man. No friction on those wheels. All right, this is the second flight. I adjusted the trim on the elevator. See if that works better. It's a smaller battery, so it might be even more tail heavy than it was, but it wasn't a problem on the first flight, so hopefully this one won't be bad. Okay, taking off right to left. It just took off all on its own. Oh, nice. Yeah, my poor 4S batteries just aren't used to dealing with jets. So hands off, a little bit down. Oh, I see. Somebody talked to me about that. There is a spring-loaded landing gear nose door, and I could see it's hanging down. Or was. I think I got it now.
The nose gear?
The nose gear door is spring-loaded, and it hung, like the wind can blow it open, and that acts as like a front nose brake. So now it's a little better. I'll bring it back down lower in a minute. I just wanted to make sure I got all my trim set. So hands off. Pretty good. Okay, so let me bring her around. I'm going to do a pass in front of us, so I'll turn and then make another turn. I'm going to turn in front of us. Do a circle, come back, doing the same thing. Brake to the right. It's got that whistle to it, even without the whistles. Alright, I'm going to come in front of us and I'm going to go vertical. 3, 2, 1, full throttle, vertical. Oh yeah, the little gear door, I saw it pop down. It must be with speed. I'm gonna have to put a stronger hinge on there, or a spring or something. Oops, forgot to reset my timer, so fly it for another minute or so. Very stable. So, hands off. If I give it throttle, it pushes down a bit, which is to be expected with an A-10, the high-mounted motors. I might put in a little bit of mix in there so that when I give it throttle, it pitches up a bit. Don't know if it's necessary at full speed though. A little bit, yeah. It just needs a little push up. Okay, I'm gonna go into a roll. 3, 2, 1, roll. Okay.
What happened if you drop the gear?
If I drop the gear?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Nothing probably. Let's try. Gear going down. There they go. Oh, it pitches up. Don't know why it would do that. Goes against everything I know, because you think it would pull it down with the gear up or down, but hands off. Yeah, it's pitching up a little bit. Put the gear back up. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, the gear when the gear go down,
it pitches
the plane
up.
seems to pitch up a little.
Should be pitching down.
Which is weird, because yeah, you would think all the drag would be on the bottom of the plane and it would nose it down a bit, but that's not the case. So interesting. Let me try some flaps. So I'm gonna give it some throttle, go up here. Okay, slowing down. I'm gonna go full flaps. Oh, it balloons up. Okay.
Oh, I couldn't even
But
see that
then
in
it
the
averages
camera.
out okay. So I'm gonna turn. I've got like 20% throttle right now, very little throttle. Okay, I'm gonna give it some altitude just so I can see what happens when I stall it fully. Okay, so throttle off, pulling back. Oh, it just sinks.
Huh.
It's not bad at all. Flaps going up. That's nice and docile. That's good. Very stable plane.
That's a quiet pass, too.
Yeah, it's very quiet. Here, I'll do a low pass right in front of us. Ooh, lower than I wanted.
Look good, though.
I hit a bit of a sink there. Okay, I'll do one more circuit, one more low pass, and then I'll get ready to land. Yeah, it does disappear against those trees. Not surprising one bit that this camo does that.
But think about it, on a nice bright day, where
Yeah,
you can see it, it looks
good.
really good.
All right, let's get ready for landing. I'm gonna land right to left, like last time, so gear going down. There they are. Turn around, go out to the corner. I'm actually gonna do mid rates so I don't overcompensate on the elevator on landing. Okay, so flaps fold down. Yep, balloons a little bit. And I am lowering throttle. It's like 10%. Now it's off. Throttle totally off. Oh, beautiful.
Nice landing.
There's zero wind right now, so I have no resistance when landing. So it comes in a little hot. Hotter than I wanted, but
Here's the ground and ice skates.
it was a nice, smooth landing. I like this plane. Nice plane. So one issue I had on my flights was that when the wind speed increases, this gear door is held on with a spring, and I noticed it would get flopped back like this and would act as a weird air brake kind of thing, which isn't good. So what I did was I added a block with a magnet and a magnet on the door to hold it. So hopefully the magnet will keep this shut better than it was normally. More so than just the spring, you know, that's in there. I haven't flown like this yet, so we'll see how well it works. You can see everything still operates just fine. But it's my hope that this will be enough to keep this from flapping back when you get up to speed with this plane. Another thing I did on this model, too, is number one, I painted this. So this comes gray, which was not a fan of that, given that the plane's European themed or forest camo. This is already magnetically attached, so there's no modifications needed to be done with this. However, all these ordnances are just meant to be glued on, and I did not like that. I didn't want that. I wanted the option to take them on and off. So I went ahead and put rare earth magnets on ordnance and the plane to hold it in place. These two inner ones, I went overkill. They have 2 magnets on them. These only have a single magnet each. On both flights, I did 2 flights with the ordnance on. You didn't see it in the video. None of the ordnance came off at all during flight. However, when I did land, and it was a gentle landing, the ordnance on the right-hand wing came off, and I'm not sure why. So I'm going to have to take an investigation on that. So I might need to add additional magnets to make sure it sticks better or something. One magnet is about the bare minimum, but it does work. It holds it in place. And like I said, I went into a steep dive. I did loops. I couldn't get the ordnance to come off while flying. It only happened when I landed, and maybe from the jolt, these came loose. But again, it was pretty gentle landing, so kind of surprised it did that. But then again, there's no spring in these gear, right? These gear are rigid, so there's no forgiveness when you land. That could be part of it. I'll give you guys an update later on and let you know how it handles over time.